Hello everyone, Dark Kirby 14 here. Welcome to more Kirby's Epic Yarn. First thing I want to talk about was the Monday night game between the Eagles and the Giants. I've had some time today kind of digest it a little bit, but here's what I have to say. Overall, I was very pleased with the defense's the way they responded after the Giants made them look like the Giants were like their pimp, and the Eagles like their hose on that first drive. So it made me very, very, very happy to see that. Alright, so I'm gonna get this Q&A stuff out of the way. I'll use part of my Epic Yarn to do that. The first question comes from a friend of mine, a longtime friend of mine. Anthony asks me, what got you into Let's Playing? God, Anthony, that is an awesome question, Anthony. What got me into Let's Playing is watching, there's some people watch Game Grumps and, PewDiePie, Peanut Butter Gamer, and gamers like that. I'm more into, guys like Slim Kirby, Proton John, guys not guys you might not know, but guys that are Let's Players nonetheless. I like watching a lot of their stuff, and that's really what got me into it. And not only that, I've been talking about doing it for probably since about 2010, so it's probably been a little longer than 3 years since I've been talking about doing it. Well, I was talking about doing it for 3 years, and then I did it, but I didn't have any commentary on my first few videos that I tried to do it with, so... But now I have color commentary. I'm also doing Kirby's Dream Land with commentary, Kirby's Dream Land 3 with commentary for the first time. So that is very, very exciting to be finally able to do that. You guys to finally hear that. And I think, Anthony, that was an awesome question. What got me into it was, like I said, Let's Players like Slim Kirby and Proton John. Not necessarily like some of the lesser known. Well, I hope I get to play some of the stuff that Slim Kirby has gotten to play. But I have a Roxio, and Roxio doesn't quite cooperate with the stuff I actually want to do, but like Diddy Kong Racing. But I do get to do Donkey Kong 64 since it's finally on the Wii U Virtual Console, so that's awesome. So that's very exciting for me to be able to finally do that. To finally be able to do this and talk at the same time. It's very awesome, and Anthony, thank you for asking that question. Next question comes from my friend, another old friend, Terrence. Terrence asks, and I think I may or may not have answered this, is what are your favorite types of games? I'll really play anything realistically. I'm not gonna lie, I'll give anything a go. If I like it, it depends on if I can get into the game. If I like a game series, there's no doubt in my mind I'm going to play it. And there's no question about it. I'm gonna play the game, and it's gonna be I'm gonna do my best. I'll go out there and play the odd venture, but sometimes doing an LP blind isn't necessarily a good thing. But at the same time, if you're doing a game that's very straightforward, what's a good example of a Let's Play game that's a very straightforward game? Oh, Legend of Korra was very, very straight. It's not really blind if the game is very straightforward. You know what I'm saying? It's easier when you can play a game it's a game that's very straightforward. A game that doesn't have a lot of hidden quirks or a lot of anything. Everything's right in front of you. Games like that, everything's right in front of you. You don't have to do anything out of all sorts or anything, or try and look around or really focus. You can really just look around. Games like that are really, really simple to do. So yeah, that's the kind of thing that I do. I'll play anything. Well, it's maybe not most shooters. I'm not really good at shooter games. So yeah, things like that. So yeah, it's okay. I'll play the odd venture. I won't always do platformers. I've done a lot of different stuff, but there are a lot of let's be honest. We grew up on platformers like Crash Bandicoot, Kirby, those kinds of... Oh, that's what's going on. I was still attached to the duck. Sorry about that. Getting back to your question, there's a lot of stuff, and sometimes it's easier. But I learned a lot from my Rainbow Curse playthrough from someone I did a SyncTube event with, that I should probably play through the game first. That way, I'm not looking like a moron. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'm gonna play through something first, and okay, so yeah, the kind of things like that. Like I'll play. Like I said, I'll play anything. If I like it, I'm gonna play. I mean, there's really nothing you're gonna tell me. You're not gonna tell me otherwise. Like if I like something, I'm gonna let's play it at some point. I mean. I played through Shantae is for the most part straight. Pirate's Curse again, most part it was pretty straightforward. I could go with a pun here, but I'm not going to. But yeah, the game was pretty straightforward. So there's really nothing hidden about it. So I'll do things like that. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. So that's kind of that was an awesome question. My friend Nick asks, do you and this is also another great question. Do you take requests sometimes? No, Nick, I don't. It's still a great question. Yeah, no, I don't. And I have a very, very good explanation for this. Like people Game Grumps, that's what their whole shtick is. Their whole shtick is playing games that people send them. I'm not gonna do that because the reason I say that is I'm not gonna whore myself out and become a sellout that way. I want to play stuff that I like, but I will take recommendations. So yeah, I will take recommendations, but I'm not taking suggestions. Like, if you're gonna recommend a game to me that I'm gonna like, yeah, I'll play it. I'll give it a shot. I mean, I'll try anything once, but I'm not going to be like Game Grumps. I'm not going to base my channel off that. That's not going to be me. That's not going to be that's their shtick. That's their game. That's their whole thing. So I'm not going to be like them. So yeah, I mean, that's a great question. So, but I'm going to stick with that and say, no, I'm not going to be like that. I want to play games that I want to play. Like, I want to be able to, play, the games that I really like. I might make the odd venture. I mean, Legend of Korra was an odd venture, something I'm not normally used to playing. It was a good game, but I'm not going to, make my whole channel off that. Because that's Game Grumps' shtick. That's their shtick. That's their whole spiel. And that's not me. I mean... Again, I'll take suggestions, but I'm not gonna make my whole channel off that like they do, because I'm not gonna hope to compete with them. So I'm not gonna be like them. But I'm gonna do what I can. I mean, I'll play what I want. I mean, I'll do what I can, but I'm not gonna play games like that. I'm not gonna make my whole channel like that. I should say. So they can do that all they want, but that's not me. That's not my shtick. It's not my spiel. That's their whole thing. So yeah, I mean, I will go out and play the odd venture game, like something out of the ordinary. But I'm not gonna make my whole channel off that, as I've said. Yet again, I'm not like that. I mean, if people send me games, I might do an honorary video, but I'm not going to make it a part of my Let's Plays. Because I usually have what I'm going to do before I do it. So that's a great question. Another question comes from a friend named Mike. Mike's question is, do you have a specific favorite game type? No, again, that's still a great question. I don't really have a great game. A preference, I'll play. Like I said, I'll play anything if I like it. I mean, Mario games aren't always platforming games. Same with Kirby games. Same with Sonic games. Same with Crash games. And you get the idea of what it is I'm trying to say. Like, you get what I'm trying to say. Like, you get it. You get what I mean. I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna play what I like to play. I mean, I will, like, do voting things. I've done that before. I just got way too into Pokemon Gold and I started playing that more. Which I apologize for, because Paper Mario was the one that won the poll. But I got too into Pokemon and just, like, it was just, like, that's what I wanted to do. And then other things, like, I wanted to do other projects, but I got, like, other games that, so, yeah. And this game, like, the Kirby thing was supposed to be for breast cancer awareness. So, because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that was the whole thing behind that. And I would have done Super Princess Peach if that had been already released, but it's a little late for that. Because I'm already deep into Epic Yarn and Dreamland 3, so... well, I wish that had come out already. Because I really like that game, and I think it's a highly underrated game. It is a great game. I mean, I would say it's a top 15 DS game. I mean, that's a really hard list to plot out. But unfortunately, I never really liked Mass Attack. I don't know why. Maybe Mass Attack, again, it's not my shtick. It's not my spiel. Like recently I've gotten a little, not so much heat, but some friends are like, WTF, why don't you like Star Wars? Like, I just don't. Like, I just don't, I'm not a general fan of Star Wars. Like, again, it's not my shtick. It's not my thing. I just didn't get, there was a whole marathon, like a while back. I think it was like on May the 4th. They were like doing a bunch of they were doing like a whole marathon of Star Wars. I just couldn't get into it. It's not that I don't like the game. I mean, I played, I think it was Battlefront, the old Star Wars game, like where you had to like shoot and stuff like that. I was just never into it. I never liked it. I know, like, I just, like, the thing is, like, some people get salty if you don't like something they like. It's like, newsflash, people have different interests. And that's a really frustrating thing to talk about. It's like, I don't have to like everything everyone else likes. Like, that's the best part of being unique. Like, that's, like, one of the things that I got a little flack for it recently. It's like, shut the hell up. I don't like Star Wars. So what? You like it, I don't care. I don't like it, you shouldn't care. Like, it's just not my thing. I'm sorry, I just didn't like it. I mean, I'm trying to get into it, maybe because, like, the whole hype thing at Disney buying it, but it's just... And speaking of Disney, that leads me into my next question. Jack asks, I know how you feel about the thing about Walt Disney being a supposed supporter of Hitler, but you have to look at what he's done for like all the great things he's done. It's like, yeah, it's easy to do that way, but I'm a humanitarian. I can't do that. I mean, I'm not gonna view it like Disney that way anymore because it's kind of stupid. I mean, they obviously don't share his beliefs. They don't share his beliefs. I mean, I kind of accepted that. I mean, that's fine with me. It's just, it's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like, like what I mean is, yeah, I mean, I've kind of gotten over that. I mean, it's not really their thing. It's more of Walt Disney's thing. It's I'll be honest, I found that kind of shocking. I found that very shocking to learn. Just like finding out the Planned Parenthood founder was a racist. But then again, once you read all her biographies and stuff, it doesn't come as a surprise. Meaning, Sanger was a major sociopath. So that doesn't surprise me. And it really shouldn't surprise anybody. I don't know why I was so surprised. I mean, she was a sociopath, so yeah. But the past couple of weeks, I've learned to just, you know, it's not really their Disney belief anymore. I mean, it's a different thing, different people, but that still legitimately bothers me, and I'll explain that in another video. And I'm afraid I'm about to run outside of time, so with that, this has been Dark Kirby 14, and we will see you next time where Kirby's Epic Yarn.